Burning bridges is my specialty. Dating dads is my fatality.
I'm a Broadway bear, and I'm here to take center stage. Hello!
I'm Hunter. He's in the house. Hardin.
And I'm Papa the Cocaine Bear.
And welcome to the Real Housebears. Hello, it's me, darling, Uba.
Uba?
Uba, it's me, darling, or Uba hot if you're nasty.
I am nasty for Uba hot.
Uba, Uba, Uba.
Yes, Uba.
I had to check you, liars.
Liars.
You did check us.
I had to DM you, liars.
Liars.
Yes, you are right.
Liars.
Liars.
You're right.
But I love you.
I love you. We love you.
Uba loves you. Uba hot loves you.
And I love Uba. I love Uba hot. And I love all of it.
I'm happy being me.
So you better not lie on your podcast, liars.
Liars.
I will not lie. We promise.
Uba
not.
out.
Oh, finally we got Uba.
Finally
on
we
the
got
podcast.
Uba.
We finally got Uba following us.
Uba is following us, y'all.
But before we get into Uba, let's say surprise!
Surprise!
It's a Halloween miracle.
It is a Halloween miracle.
We have an extra episode this week.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I can approve of that.
Yes.
You know, two things happened. Mm-hmm. Number one, the finale happened, and we thought, you know what? We need to give these women the respect they deserve. They've been so generous to us. Mm-hmm. You know, most of them follow us.
Yes.
All of them, we don't have Cy or Jessel yet, but the rest of the cast follows us. Most of them have DM'd us.
Yes.
Abe was on our podcast, so the New York City cast has been exceptionally generous to us. So we thought, give them their own finale episode rather than pairing them with Salt Lake City.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Yes, I agree.
And then a second thing happened. Uba DM'd us.
Uba did DM us, y'all. Uba followed us, then messaged us, complimented us, and then read us, and then complimented us again.
Yes, that's a really great way to.
That's what she did.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way you top it.
I feel offended. I am so offended.
You know, so Uba is not the first person to DM us and say, hey, I think that your coverage of the Anguilla episodes was very one-sided.
Mm-hmm. Where we were like siding more with Aaron?
Well, it's just that we really only focused on really Uba and pulling the sunglasses off the face and her anger throughout the day without really covering much else that went on.
Okay.
And when they told us that, I said, you know what, you're kind of right about that. And, you know, as podcasters, our two goals are to, number one, celebrate housewives.
Investigative journalists. Thank you.
And then also to be fair.
Yeah.
That's the best way that we can be fair.
And we're not perfect either. Sometimes we get things wrong, but listen, we're two bears just trying to make a podcast.
Right.
We're here, we're queer, we're bears, and we're going to do this podcast.
I die.
So when Queen Uba DM'd us saying essentially the same thing, she was very respectful and very kind.
Very, very. And could you hear her voice while you were reading it?
100%.
That's all I could think of was her beautiful voice.
And the fact that she just listens to our podcast, you know, it was the biggest honor I could ever think of.
We've come a very long way.
Sometimes I don't feel like we're very big, but we are kind of happening.
That people are listening, the housewives themselves are listening is just the biggest deal in the world.
It just takes time to get out there and spread the word of the Real Housebears. So y'all, you guys should just, you know, reshare some of our stuff on your page and say, hey, listen to these guys.
But back to Uba.
Uba.
She really, again, she was very kind, very respectful, but she was honest about it. She's
very
like, hey,
honest.
I don't think that again, your coverage was very one-sided. So,
and you know what? To be honest with you, I wouldn't expect anything less than from Uba.
So, out of respect, went back and watched all of the Anguilla episodes this weekend. Mm-hmm. And I just want to clear some things up, give a more fair judgment of the situation more than just one-sided, and and also elaborate on some of the things that we've said first.
Come on, show me what you got.
So the first thing that we didn't consider why, this tension could be happening is that Erin, she's had issues with every woman in the house this far.
She had, like, even
except
from,
for Uba,
like,
and Sai.
Even from the start of getting to Anguilla, she talked about Jenna Lyons not coming down with them in coach, so she's been kind of stirring the pot a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and, we've got, of course, again, Sai has not really, she hasn't got any beef with Sai yet.
No.
Because they're buddies, and not yet had she got into a tiff with Uba. So we've got, on this trip alone, before this moment with Uba, we've got Erin and Sai versus Jessel on the boat. Mm-hmm. We've got Erin versus Bryn and the embryo story.
Yeah.
We've got Erin versus Jenna about the first class situation.
Yeah.
And then, again, since Erin and Sai are besties, then the only person really left so far is Uba. So we didn't even consider that there's already kind of probably tension in the air for everyone.
Well, and also Uba's had tension because she's terrified she's going to get pushed in the pool at any minute. So her
100%.
tension, her nerves are shot by the end of the day.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, we also did not address, and something that I really didn't notice as much the first time we saw it, is that when this big blow up happens, Erin's the one who instigated it. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, Uba was ignoring her and things like that, but Uba was at least leaving her alone. Mm-hmm. So when Uba was just simply recounting, where is everyone? Are we all ready to leave? Erin was standing here earlier.
Yeah.
Erin heard her name and she blew up.
Yeah, Erin was walking in, and all she heard was her name, but all Uba was saying was, Erin was here, but I don't know where Erin went.
Right.
And so Erin got very defensive right away.
Yeah.
Do not put my name in your mouth.
Right. And something also that I didn't really consider is that, to Uba, having a serious conversation with your sunglasses on is just rude.
Yeah. And I do have, throughout the episode, when everybody woke up, Sai and Erin had sunglasses on all morning.
Right.
So whether she may have just forgotten they're on her face, or either way, it's
I don't want to turn this
a...
into an Erin bash.
No,
we were very hard on Uba when we did the cover, so we're just balancing out. Just balancing it out.
It feels really mean.
It seemed as if, to some listeners, if we were insinuating that while Uba was talking about Erin all day at dinner and in the Jeep, that maybe we were trying to insinuate that Uba was trying to, rally the troops.
No.
And that's nothing that I ever felt. No, I mean, I just kind of thought that, Uba just kind of couldn't let it go all day. But I didn't really feel like she was trying to get people on her team and against Erin.
Yeah, especially just at that one part where they're all in the hot tub and everybody starts going in on Erin and stuff.
Everyone.
But that was everybody's own volition. That wasn't anything Uba did.
Yeah, it really was. Erin, Erin just had a tiff with everyone up to this point. And in the hot tub, everyone took the moment.
Yeah.
So, again, I didn't want to insinuate that we thought that was because of Uba. I never thought that. Mm-hmm. So that's, I don't like grabbing the sunglasses off the face.
No.
I don't like...
I didn't like the chasing her around while Erin was trying to get away, still yelling and stuff, but
Erin had her fair share of yelling. Erin had her fair share of being heightened emotionally, and we didn't talk about that.
No.
We didn't talk about that. So I'm not really retracting, I don't think. I mean, again, I really didn't like the grabbing of the glasses, and I'm not going to retract that, but...
Well, if it came off that we were saying that Uba instigated everybody against Erin, I'm sorry.
Well, and
That's
plus,
not what I was trying to
we
say.
just really made the recap all about Uba. Mm-hmm. and we didn't give a fair-sided story. So,
But Uba, you looked gorgeous through that episode.
Another thing that I thought was hysterical, if you all listened to last week's episode, Hunter mentioned that he didn't like one of Uba's confessional outfits.
I didn't like that belt dress, and she even said, I hated that dress.
So Uba didn't like it either, so I liked it. I was the minority.
I didn't care for it. I just did not care for it. I shouldn't say I hated it, but I didn't care for it.
So Uba, if you're listening again, I hope we did right by you. We think that you're a queen, and we
do adore
freaking love you on The Real
I
Housewives
hope you've
of
listened to every episode, because we gush about you all the time.
Yeah. So,
we gush about all these ladies. Again,
but thanks for listening the one time.
But we love all of these ladies on all of these franchises, because they're spilling their souls to everybody, and we're real. We're from the streets sometimes.
Well, I think what hopefully separates us from other podcasts is that we really are a celebration of the Housewives. I don't talk with hatred or anything about any of them.
I did yesterday on Salt Lake City with Mary. I really was very upset.
You lose them how you find them.
So anyhow, I hope that's the vibe that we give off, is that we love the Housewives, and we're here to celebrate them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we're going to just go ahead and focus on New York City today. It's all about the New York City women. And
it's all about Connecticut-ing the Dots.
It is all about... How many times did we try to say that?
I'm so surprised I said that right away.
I'm kind of blown away myself.
I think I couldn't do it again.
I was in the living room like,
I was like, keep putting it up because I don't know how to spell it.
We start off with Sai at a bodega / wig store.
Get those wigs, girl. Get it. Snatch.
And get your groceries and get your wig. That's New York City, isn't it?
Oh,
That's so New York
That's
City.
That's a bodega.
/ wig store. Bren at the tarot card reader. I mean, Dante seems to know his stuff.
Do it. Do your
like,
stuff. You have two friends that are fighting right now. Ooh.
No other girl in her life has that situation. And then we get a cute little... This season finale is Jenna Lyons' last chance to get in as much promotion as she possibly can.
She's doing it, though.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Bumper cars on ice. Bumper cars terrify me.
I don't know if it was on ice or if it was just on a white platform that they put in. I don't know, because it looked like ice too. It was like,
well, it was
ice.
called Bumper Cars on Ice.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I just assumed it was
fun.
ice. It could have been like Teflon.
I hate bumper cars.
I have a horrible fear of bumper cars. When I was a little kid, I got stuck in the middle and everyone was hitting me.
Oh, no.
Strangers were just bumping and knocking me everywhere, and I was just a little kid.
It's the point. And especially if you're crying, I would ram you so hard.
If it was my friends, that would be a different thing, but strangers were attacking me.
Oh my goodness.
I love Uba's outfit for Bumper Cars on Ice. I especially love the pants.
I really love that big jacket. I thought that was really pretty.
Uba really just kind of spins in circles.
I would too. She's like, nobody's going to touch me if I'm a tornado.
But then when she was like, Aaron, let's team up, I was like, who are they going after?
It's probably you.
And then I felt PTSD. That was me.
Go after that kid in the middle that's crying.
7 years old, crying in the middle of the bumper
Wearing
cars.
the husky jeans.
Oh, you did not. No.
I'm sorry.
You guys.
I feel like I'm back in 7th grade.
I'm sorry.
I am dead inside all of us.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
So, I love when it was like, this is the Aaron that I love. This is what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to look pretty and have fun. Yeah. I am never offended by Uba saying that she's pretty. Mm-mm. It's just true.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. Yeah.
She knows she's hot. She's a model.
And if she's not going to say it, everybody else will see it too. So they talk about swingers the other night. Aaron brings up Puppet's confusing reason for falling in love with Jessel. Again, I think what he meant to say and versus what came out is two different things.
And also, he's just a nervous wreck when he's on camera.
He is not a wordsmith.
No, he's not.
So, Uba's like, the best partner is just going to accept me 100% for who I am and put up with all of my stuff.
But that goes both ways.
Right, 100%. We are reminded that Uba told Sai about the guy she's dating, but she's like, if I tell Aaron, it's done.
I want to see inside of Uba's phone. I want to see pictures.
I want to see inside of Uba's head.
Yes.
Something borrowed, something new, something this, right?
Aaron makes another jab about Jessel beating around the bush. I don't know what Aaron's big beef is with Jessel. I kind of get Sai and Jessel, but I don't get the Aaron and Jessel thing too much. At Central Park, Brennan and Sai are here to, what's the word? Endow.
Endow.
They are here to endow a tree in Central Park.
Word.
In honor, was it Mimi?
I think so. I wrote down Mimi, and when you said Mimi, I was like, I guess.
Nana, I think, is Monica's, and Mimi, I think, is Bren's. It's hard to remember. So, considering that Sai says that she doesn't want to talk about her mother, she talks about her mother a lot. She, like, with just this whole argument with Jessel, she's like, plus, I don't like to talk about my mom.
So
it's been very hard for me to open up because I don't like to talk about it. But here we hear the story about Sai selling incense in Central Park for her mom. I'm just like, there's barely an episode that goes by that we don't talk about your mom,
That's
Sai.
kind of true.
I'm done with this conversation because I don't care.
So Storm and Alan...
Is that what their names
Yes.
were? I didn't even notice that.
Yes.
Storm, that works for, like, agriculture?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Nature, man.
So stormy.
So Alan has a map of all the trees that are available. They find a weeping willow, which was one of Mimi's favorites.
Right next to the water with ducks already by it and a cute little bench.
Yeah,
I loved
and
it. I thought it was
she
perfect.
she loved the ducks. Mimi did.
Yeah.
So it was a really sweet moment.
Bryn loves the tree.
But my favorite part is when Sai was like, I relate to Bryn because our stories are so similar. Like, I'm not trying to say they're the same. I'm just saying that we can relate. I was like, why can't you say that about Jessel?
She just really just doesn't like Jessel. Jessel has just rubbed her the wrong way one too many times, and she will never. She's kind of mean girling it. I'm serious.
But we do see Sai throughout this whole season some really beautiful, tender, caring moments.
That's why I'm like, it's Jessel's voice. I guarantee you, it's the way Jessel talks is what's really setting Sai off.
Do you think I sound kind of sexy though?
Because that's what set me off right away.
In the very beginning.
In the very beginning, I was like, oh no, she's just the bad things I said.
But at this point, we filmed a season together. We launched this show together. What's the point of it all?
For the show.
Oh.
Like a little light bulb popped in your head. Oh.
You can hear the light bulb break.
Yeah, no, ping.
Jenna Lyon's apartment in Soho. Jessel is shooting for her first campaign for her new venture, an e-commerce platform bringing ready-to-wear and accessories from India and the Middle East.
It's in the know.
It is.
Don't you know it's in the know? Because it's in the know.
She is in the know at Jenna Lyon's apartment, who is, talk about in the know. When she looks at those pictures...
She right away is like, detail, detail, detail.
I mean, she noticed books on her own bookcase that were distracting in the photo. Maybe they're distracting because she knew they were there. I don't know. But I was like, I'm with Jessel. She's like, free advice from an expert? Bring it in.
Because the model can't see any of that. The model's just concentrated on how to look
but
in that
what about
set.
the photographer?
But the photographer is the one that should have been doing that.
I understand that there are, like, art directors and things like that for photo shoots. I get that. But I'm surprised that the photographer isn't preempting these things that Jenna Lyons had to point out.
Yeah, I don't know how pricey the photographer was, so I have no idea.
Well, I'm not saying she's a bad photographer, but I was just surprised.
Right away, there were some detail issues.
If I was Uba, I'd be like, sorry, I am not coming up those stairs.
I wonder what floor she lives on.
I don't know. Let's see if we can find out.
Like, what are we doing?
4th floor. Okay, that's not bad.
We do 4th floor. But
4th floor is not bad.
Okay, 4th floor is not bad, but we...
Not in heels, though.
We live on the 4th floor, and we get out of breath going up the stairs.
Oh,
so...
absolutely. And we don't wear heels going up the stairs either.
No.
I mean, not often, at least. So Jessel's smart, though. She's like, I got Jenna Lyons here in the background giving me some advice. I bring Uba. She's a model. She knows what looks good. I was like, you better get together a dream team, Jessel.
Seriously, Jessel, that's pretty awesome to have those two to help edit your photos. And then same for that model, too. That's great modeling in knowledge.
And I would like to non-sexually take a bath with Uba in that giant bathtub.
Can we talk about this bathtub?
You
Play rubber duckies or
Oh
something.
my God.
My good friend Mary and I used to take baths
I
together.
know. But I don't know if she wants to take a bath with a big old hairy man.
Why not? We'll have so many laughs. She doesn't have to worry about me touching her things.
No, you guys don't get to do those.
Oh, well. Uba says, don't talk marriages and don't talk about children. So I don't want to hear what you're saying
Word.
about the Pavit situation.
Word.
I don't like none of that.
Word.
Over at Abracadabra.
No, it's abracadabra. Because it's all scary stuff, I think.
Oh, I was just doing the
I
song.
know you're doing the song, but, you know, Halloween.
How much would I have jumped at that monster when you come in that store?
Y'all, if you haven't seen the video I posted of us at the
Universal
Raptor,
Studios.
the Universal Studios Raptor experience, you could see that he didn't even see the Raptor. Just me screaming had him trembling.
I get
next to
startled
me.
so easily.
It's
I can't help it.
ridiculous. It is so crazy.
Sai was startled. Aaron wasn't really startled too much.
No.
They're looking for their Venetian mask for Bren's party. Sai is really annoyed that Jessel called her a mean girl.
Jessel does not. I mean, Sai does not like Jessel at all. Anything pisses her off. It's like Mary Cosby and Whitney.
And I think Jessel is not like desperate to like Sai, but I think Jessel is kind of like what I was just saying. Just like, listen, we're on this show together. Why do we have to have this tension?
Because it's the show.
Why can't we be friends?
Because it's for the show.
Why can't we be the friends on the show?
Because that doesn't bring viewers.
I'm not going to beat a dead horse.
Well, Sai also tells Aaron about the parrot.
Parrot.
Sai recognizes that she's abrasive and direct. She's like, it's something I could work on, but are you? Well, another thing I do remember in our DMs with Uba, she was talking a lot about how Sai really is generous.
Yeah. And that she's also tired of how much she talks about the
No, that
food
was
on
what
the show.
Aaron said on Jeff
Aaron.
Lewis Live.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
remember this. I'm so
it's
mixed
blending together. Mm-hmm. So Aaron tells Uba about Aaron tells Sai about bumper cars on ice. She warns Sai about how Uba's feelings were hurt
About
with David's
question.
ridiculous question, which last week when we covered that.
But, I understand where he was coming from, too. It's
it was
just a guy.
stupid
it's
way to
just
say
a
it.
guy
It was
thing.
a stupid
Yeah.
way to say it. It was a very stupid way to say it. But Sai's like, oh, don't you worry about Uba. She's in a good place. Oh, she done did it now.
Don't. He's so stupid.
Are we even surprised?
Before Sai has to eat her foot, let's go grab a snack and a drink
A little
ourselves.
snacky snack. Okay, bye.
You know what helps?
What?
A couple shots before you go.
This is Heather Gay from The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and you're listening to the Real Housebears podcast.
And we're back. Ooh, spooky season.
We were back from making our traditional break cocktails.
Yes.
But we didn't spill any tea like Sai just did.
Sai, what are you doing?
She's,
Don't be clumsy.
she's like, oops, I didn't mean to say it, but I'm going to tell you a
I'm
little bit
going
more.
to tell you a little bit more.
It's comical at this point.
Uba has a boyfriend. It's supposed to be on the down low.
So don't tell anybody. Shh. It's a secret.
And Aaron. But wait, why didn't Uba tell me first?
I know. She gets super butthurt because she thought they were friends.
And then we have our final getting ready montage of the season.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Uba is FaceTiming. Was it N-I-M-O? Was that the name? How you spell it?
I think it's Nemo. I think
Nemo?
it's just a different way to
Yeah,
say
her
Nemo.
niece, Nemo.
Or Nemo.
Uba's hair is short. And you know what? She can wear any hair. Remember that last week when she did that photo shoot with the short hair?
Like the bob.
Yeah, oh, yeah. She can wear it anywhere. Well, her face is so pretty. Are you with Abe? Do you have to wear a bow tie with a tux?
No. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Well, I mean, you do have a point there. I would myself wear a tie with a tux. There was a time when guys could like wear an untied bow tie with a tux, but I don't know if that's really in vogue anymore. You know how it would just kind of lay there?
No, I don't think that was ever in vogue. I think that was just like guys getting undressed at the end of the day.
No, it was an intentional decision.
You're a pervert.
I haven't been sucking dick or anything.
Jenna getting ready with Beckett is hysterical. He is not having any of it. He reads every choice she makes.
He's all, Mom, my goodness gracious.
Jessel is hoarse.
Very hoarse.
This made me so mad. I'm sorry, I can't blame Pavitt being nervous in front of the cameras on this one. This is yet another opportunity, like when she came walking out in the lingerie a few weeks ago, to give her a compliment.
An easy given compliment.
An easy
too.
one. Like, she handed it to you.
Yeah.
Last time, he laughed when she came out in the lingerie. This time, she says...
Oh, she also said this is dessert, too. And he's like, well, can we have real dessert?
Yeah. And
like
then here she's like, do you think my voice makes me sound kind of sexy? And he's like, do I have to answer that?
You could easily say, yeah, you kind of sound like Phoebe from Friends when she has a raspy voice.
Anything. Or just say yes because your wife just asked you if she was sexy.
Smelly cat.
If you didn't hear anything other than, do you think I'm sexy? Just say yes.
No, he doesn't do
it really frustrates me.
I know.
Your tone of voice sometimes has the potential to turn people the wrong way.
Now, did you notice that both Jessel and Aaron, I think in this same episode, both accuse the other of not being able to have their own thoughts? I feel like in the beginning of the episode, Aaron accused Jessel of not being able to have her own thoughts. Yes. And now here at this part in the episode, Jessel is accusing Aaron of not being a parrot and not being able to have her own thoughts. I thought that was really strange. Again, I really feel like the drama is between Sai and Jessel. I don't know why Aaron is so much... I mean, Aaron
It's just because Aaron questioned her a bunch.
Yeah, and Aaron does get involved. Don't get me wrong, but to me, the big drama... I would be talking about aside would be about my drama with Sai. Well, over at Akanto,
the Eyes Wide Shut party.
Yes, Bryn looks gorgeous. I love that white kind of see-through dress. We see Vito, the host. Sai and David arrive. Sai didn't only bring her husband; she brought her hair.
Yes, she did.
I was like, you better wear some long hair.
She went to that wig store.
She did, but she didn't. That's a different wig. But she looks great with the long hair. And I kind of like Sai's mask.
Her little ninja mask.
I liked it.
It was a cute little dominatrix. It was definitely a futuristic look. You know.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I like the face mask that Meredith Marks wore.
Like, if somebody was just wearing that, I'd be like, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to not wear that. But it's a masquerade mask party.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is perfect.
I loved it, but I guess we might be the minorities there.
So to be honest with you, I really don't care.
Abe has his Phantom of the Opera mask on.
I'm so pissed that everybody took their masks off right away.
Everyone.
So annoying.
I know. Well, the women wanted to show off their hair and makeup.
It's annoying.
And I guess it's probably, I don't know, probably hot. But Upo walks in, yes, ma'am.
That fluffy red wine jacket.
Yes,
Yummy.
yes. Now, Jenna Lyons, who doesn't take her mask off all night long, she took this opportunity to not wear makeup. Come on, Jenna Lyons. If you never watched RuPaul's Drag Race, you have to wear makeup behind your face kini.
You can't keep it on.
You cannot.
But she's walking in with a girl, Sarah.
So they're holding hands on the way in.
Yes, but she introduces them as a friend.
And it's supposed to be someone she's either hooked up with previously or
I don't think
everyone's
following the rules.
Well,
but
Bryn's
you don't see Sarah for the rest of the night.
No, that's true.
For the rest of the night, she's gone.
Because Bryn locked her out.
Brent's like, honey, I know how this works.
I'm the
Go
next
freeze outside.
Yeah, I'm the next Gen Alliance. Hate it.
I'm the next Mrs. Gen Alliance. I love it.
I'm wet. In more ways than one.
But when Bren asked Gen Alliance for a kiss, Gen Alliance like, you just want a little peck? I mean, like she's ready to give more than just, like, you want to make out? It's your birthday. I mean, I'm
sure?
excuse.
That's all you want? I don't care. I'll make out with you.
And
hard.
Bren's gorgeous. Why not? You
and
know?
she's flirting up a hard storm. You're asking for it.
Listen, I mean, Bren can't help but flirt.
She can't. It's everything in her being. I love her to death.
So when Jessel comes in, dun, 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 she says hello to everyone, but it's really super casual.
It's just like,
to
hey,
Aaron
what's up,
side,
y'all?
Like, barely. Now, Aaron acts as if Jessel completely did not acknowledge her existence.
No, she did.
But she said hello to both of them.
Yeah.
But Aaron's like, why am I in trouble? You know? But Aaron doesn't know that Bren just recently told Jessel everything that
she
Aaron
said.
had been saying. Right. So Aaron goes over to Jessel and she's like, hey, why did you leave me out? And Jessel's like, well, Bren spilled the beans about what you've been saying about me. And then Cy joins in, and it gets to a really childish, I don't like you. Well, it's not that I don't like you. It's I just don't think that we should be best friends. And I'm just like...
I don't know what Cy is reaching for. I think she's just finding reasons of why she's so mad. But when she deep down, I think she just doesn't like her, period. And it's not so much what she's done or did. She just doesn't vibe with her.
Well, I think that Cy is just so worked up about nothing. Because, you know, at the end of the episode, it looks like they're really ready to just kind of, like, let it go.
Yeah.
So I think that Cy just is kind of worked up about a whole lot of nothing and just kind of can't stop herself.
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine.
Cy's already drunk. She's had one martini, I think she said. 2 is her absolute max. So Aaron and Jessel, they step aside. She's like, I don't like you did this. I don't like that you did this. Bren comes in and tells Bren. Bren comes in and tells Bren. Bren comes in and tells Jessel that she needs to stand up for herself even more. I mean, Jessel's holding her own here. It's just, she's not the kind of person who's going to yell.
No, and she kind of talks to her like a parent does to a child. She's like, don't yell, stop yelling at me. And she doesn't raise her voice at all.
I'm not a yeller either until unless we've been arguing for so long that I just kind of.
You're so mean. Mm-hmm. You are so horrible.
Don't you? I'm just kidding.
See what I said?
But I do relate to. That's not the way that I deal with conflict, is by yelling and screaming. So. Clearly, that's the way that Bren feels. You have to be strong and hold, stand up for yourself. But I don't really know that I agree with that. So Bren recommends the worst game ever.
I know. Why does this is such a weird game?
So let's all just kind of air out your grievances. That's going to go so
That's
well.
not a game. That's just sit down and talk about your grievances. It's not fun.
So this is a pretty lame attempt at Bren getting the girls, meaning Aaron, Jessel, and Cy, to let it all out and get it all done. But Bren goes first and goes for Pavitt.
I know, and I was like, didn't you already have him, like, take it back? But she goes after him about him calling her a bitch.
Yeah, so she recognizes that he didn't mean it. But what I didn't piece together is that he called Cy bipolar, and Cy's mother was bipolar. Mm-hmm. So that really makes that insult
really mean.
Cut like a knife for sure.
Yeah.
So Cy then talks about Jessel, and in particular what a liar she is. But
the only lie that she says that she has against her is this lying about the
timeline.
It's so stupid
of the Vietnam tickets.
And why does that even matter?
It doesn't at all.
Why does that even matter to you,
I think I said it last week. It's just a way for Cy to justify the way she's reacting to Jessel.
Because she's pulling out so many reasons why she doesn't like Jessel. And some of them are reaching.
Seriously, circumstances just change, Cy. Why is that difficult to understand?
But she keeps saying, you're a liar. You say little white lies. And she only can bring up the Vietnam. I would have been like, what other lie? Tell me more.
Yeah.
I have so many more.
Well, Pavitt shuts down the Vietnam thing, so I think we're good there. So they all kind of disperse, go to other rooms, but when Sai brings in her pet parrot, Aaron, that was really, it kind of changed the whole night.
It helped everybody just laugh and be like, this is so stupid.
At least for a while.
Well, we hope.
Jenna Lyons, as usual, stays out of everything the whole entire time.
Yeah.
But Jenna feels like the other women are more fearless than she is. She really needs to, David and Sai kind of have a build-up Jenna moment. You know, it's crazy to think that someone who has been that successful can still struggle that much with
in
loving
social
themselves.
situations. And
It's fine. It's really good. I have other things going for me.
Birthday cake comes out.
One of the candles is not.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
It is absolutely
Unacceptable. Do you know how much I
those-
paid for this Nancy Drew cake?
Right. Last year at my birthday, my 50th birthday, we had those sparkle candle one on my birthday cake. It was very exciting. I was feeling, Heather was there. It was all exciting. Bryn wishes for 2 husbands. And I wish she would have just stopped there.
I know.
One for her and one for Uba. Well, that might be sooner
Husbands
than
for
you
everyone.
think. Bryn gets a picture with only the husbands.
She just wants all their
They're all grabbing on the knife, and she's calling
Grabbing
it the
her-
Bryn hand job.
grabbing her hand. Those big old man hands all over her.
If Bryn could be slapped by 1,000 dicks on her birthday, I think this would be her ideal scenario.
Then, right here, Jessel, Sai, and Aaron have this great kumbaya moment. Sai recommends they all get over it. She's like, you know what? We all get mad at each other. We all do. We just got to get over it. And I really can. New Yorkers, in my opinion, of course, not the rule, but they really do kind of have an ability, or Northeastern people just have an ability to get really heated and then drop it. And practically never think about it again, or at least never bring it up again. People in the South where I grew up, they're not that capable of doing that. So, out of nowhere... Bryn yells across the room.
I heard you got a man in Connecticut, Uva.
Oh,
like out of nowhere.
Did you stop breathing for a second?
Well, my jaw definitely dropped. I was like, "What are you doing?"
I love Uba. This is the perfect time. Like, I don't know where Connecticut is.
I don't even know what. But even though they do a flashback of her saying, "Oh, I drove into Connecticut."
One of my favorite things in the world is when Uba messes up the English language.
Oh, I love it.
But I didn't even consider for a moment that she could just use as an excuse whenever she wants.
What's a Connecticut?
Right? So we find out that at a birthday dinner, Sai told Bryn what, and Aaron was there, so what she had told Aaron, and then told even more of the story, like, got drunk and dissed.
So Sai didn't feel that bad about telling Aaron in the first place, because she's running off to tell Bryn too. I'm like, don't tell Sai anything, y'all.
Yeah.
Because whether anybody told her and it came from her, you're the one spreading it.
Yeah. This isn't great. This isn't really, you can't defend it all that much.
No.
But, what made me laugh is when Uba goes over to Bryn and she says, if you mention Connecticut, I'm going to circumcise you.
Have you ever heard that in your
No,
life?
I've heard a girl say I'm going to cut your dick off to a guy 1,000 times. But I've never
I'm
heard
going
her
to
say it to another woman.
I'm going to circumcise you. Like,
Bryn, if you mention Connecticut one more time, I'm going to cut your dick off. That's what she said essentially.
I'm going to cut the tip of your dick off if you don't.
I kind of feel like Satan's first wife.
Oh my gosh.
My God. But Bryn throws Sai under the bus immediately. Sai said it.
So I said it on camera.
But Uba's mad. She's leaving. Bryn continues to throw Sai under the bus. But Sai's like, listen, saying it on camera with Aaron, that was an accident. Saying it off camera with Aaron and Bryn, it was just me being drunk and gossipy.
Yep.
And I didn't think it would go
we made a trust circle.
Yeah, and you would think. So Sai then loses her control and she leaves.
She's got kind of a short fuse as well.
Sai kind of left everyone down right now. She left Uba. She let Uba down.
Mm-hmm.
Bryn let Sai down. Uba's mad at Bryn, too. So on the way out, Sai gives Uba a pretty good apology, and Uba seems kind of okay.
But still pissed.
Well, you know, by the time we get to the reunion, I'm sure it'll no longer be okay.
Yeah.
So while everyone is gathering inside, Bryn even tries more to talk about how Jessel isn't standing up for herself. And I'm like, oh my God, Bryn, you have got to let this go.
Yeah, honestly.
So it's freezing outside. Pavitt is quite reluctant to give his jacket to his wife.
I know, because this just recently happened because you brought your jacket and I didn't bring mine. And I was like, well, it's really cold. It's really cold waiting for you to give me your jacket. And then finally I was like, well, you could give me your jacket. And you didn't say anything. You just took it right off and gave it to me.
Of course. I feel bad that I didn't think about it.
But I had to ask. It's really annoying. Like, I had to even ask. You could have. I gave you a million.
Don't turn the knife.
I love you.
I love you.
Hey, guess what? I love you.
So the party kind of ends in a disaster, to be honest with y'all.
I know, rude. I thought we were going to dance.
I know.
Like,
I thought we were going to have a meal. So really, at the end, the only friends left at the party, it looks like, are non-cast members.
Non-cast. And they've all been huddled in a corner.
Yeah, right. So the season wrap-up. Uba. Sales of Uba sauce are hot, but she's still cold on the idea of an investor. The only man she wants investing in her life is Mr. CT. He recently crossed state lines to meet the other lady.
Aye.
We still don't know if Jenna Lyons is engaged, but Uba is now finally letting the other women meet her man.
I mean, she even let Andy Cohen meet her man.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Sai still has her mom's ashes in the closet, but plans to bury them on the ground of her new summer home in upstate New York.
Work. Haunt that place, girl. Haunt.
No more trips to errands. It's going to be at Sai's next season.
I got your back, boo.
She's excited to host for the weekend. Everyone's invited except
oh, no.
Good luck how that works out if you're both cast.
I mean, you have to invite everybody.
You know, it's really funny. People, I have to say, I like Sai. I think she's great for the show. Mm-hmm. I think she's great for the show. But people are really trying to cancel Sai.
Oh, no.
And give Jessel the crown.
Oh, no. Why do we got to cancel somebody?
I don't want to cancel anybody. Jessel and Pavitt compromised on a $35,000 school.
Better work.
But baby number 3 is still in negotiation. Y'all, I think about that. There have been many staycations and no need for popsicles.
Work.
Well, do you ever need to put extra things in the bedroom? But why not?
Well,
why not a popsicle?
You just got to use it fast.
Or slow.
Then it's all melty.
It's very risque.
Anyhow, talk about freezer burn. Erin left up-and-coming Tribeca to move closer to her kids' school.
Word.
She's busy planning her next big party to celebrate the launch of her new mezcal line.
Word.
There will be fewer speeches and more food.
Word.
I'll see you lurking around, I'm sure.
Jenna has a new venture, a romantic one. And this time she's not keeping it a secret. Well, kind of, Jenna. Are you engaged or are you not?
Get it, sister.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I literally don't know what's happening.
They vacationed in Europe and definitely did not fly coach.
Get it, sister.
Get it. And Bryn had a hot girl summer to prepare for a very cold fall.
You better work.
She's freezing her eggs in Switzerland to store her eggs where the rich store their money.
You better work, girl.
I love the way that Bryn represents herself on this show, or presents herself on this show. I love the daddy chaser. I love the money digger.
Money and just library card.
You know, being unapologetically a cliche on one hand and being the opposite of that in another, being a book reader and being someone who's super, super smart, but also wants a wealthy guy who, treats you like a princess.
Polar opposites.
I'm not a D-list model.
Yeah, I love it. And we love you all for watching us and listening to us many times this week. We'll be back out with Salt Lake City.
Work, bitch.
Later in the week. Work, bitch. So in the meantime, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We are The Real Housebears. On Twitter, X, we are Real Housebears. You can email us at therealhousebears@gmail.com.
You could buy merch on our Redbubble site, Redbubble.com.
Just realhousebears.redbubble.com.
Realhousebears.redbubble.com.
You were doing so good recently.
It's because I overthought about it.
That's okay.
And then I looked at myself in the camera and it started.
Got distracted by how beautiful you were.
Well, my hair's not down.
How about if we finish this?
Oh, and then you can watch us in Spookavision on Spotify and YouTube, and you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please write a little review and a 5-star rating, and we'll make you #HouseBears famous. And, yeah.
Thanks for an awesome season in New York. We'll see you at the reunion.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
There we go. It's on. We're New York City boys. We're doing sound check, yo.
Sound checking, check, and sound. Is that it?
I think that was checked.